look at this. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my
gracious.
goodness.
Well, we're looking at Ryan Sieg, and he's currently running 4th. But that's Josh Williams, who was asked, as I told you, to go to the garage for extending the caution. The debris came off his car. He has parked his number 92 at the start-finish line, and he's walking to the garage. Look at this. What an exit.
Wave and see you later. And then they parked him, and he said, fine, I'll park it right here on the start-finish line.
So, you got that bear bond, and because it's so cold, that will just not stick as well in the colder conditions, and it blows off. So, we saw him with it taped up, then we saw it all wrinkled, and then we saw it had disappeared. And then we got the caution for debris, and, we assumed it was because some of that bear bond had come off the 92. I mean...
I'm sorry, that's a little funny.
Hey, where I came from, you get into a fight because of that.
I gotta go care, sir.
Regan, if you watched our practice and qualifying shows, you know how much Michael Waltrip and I love to celebrate Josh Williams, because he's not just a driver. He does everything for this race team, and I'm excited for he and that group, because they come back here this year. Mario Gosselin put 2 cars in the top 10 in this race a season ago. This is the kind of day where a driver like this can make a big splash.
And you know what? I hope he does. Josh Williams is a great person. That's the other thing about it. He's not going to brag about it because that's not who he is. But this man goes to a children's hospital every single weekend, dressed up in his fire suit, and goes says hello to the kids in the hospital. He doesn't go out there and brag about it or talk about it or anything like that.
Does everything
even
quietly.
More special. He does it quietly, and he really makes an impact for these kids. Just a really good person, and kind of an untold story.
Ola got bumped and dumped in turn 2 there.
He did.
There's Bell going around, and then Joey Logano gives him a helping nudge.
Again, Frankie's so new at this, and
we got to spin under caution.
10 car.
Ed Pompa.
It's trying to figure out his re-entry plan here. Oh,
that was not the right one.
that was.
Ooh. Didn't look like he had any damage to the car until that moment.
Oh, now we stalled. He'll get it figured out.
Let's see what happens here. There he is.
I have no idea how that would have happened.
You think maybe he came out of the pits and then caught up with the field and was going too fast?
Jumped on the brakes. Yeah. That's a new one. Oh my. I still don't know what happened.
Ben Rose, he did not. Just close the door there. Zane came down a bit, and Raja was committed, and that started the melee.
Takes 2 of the GMS trucks, the 43 of Daniel Dye and the 24 of Raja. Almost got the 23 of Grant Anthony. Look at Grant there in the yellow and black truck on the inside, right behind De Benedetto and Raja. Is he going to avoid it altogether?
Wow. I thought maybe he got a little. I don't think he got any at all.
I don't either.
That was incredible.
Let's review the open teams on the bottom row. Travis Pastrana's in the 500 on time. If he finishes first among these 3, that'll put Austin Hill in on time. Hill and Daly can race their way in.
Well, Regan, only one open spot left in the Daytona 500, and Austin Hill in the 62 wants it bad. He said he was stressed out before qualifying. He's stressed out before heading into duel number 2 just because he hasn't drafted in the Cup car, but now he knows the scenario. As long as Connor Daly isn't the top open car ahead of him and Travis Pastrana, then Austin Hill is in. In terms of Connor Daly, it's been a nightmare week. Couldn't qualify yesterday because of an electrical issue. And then today, they got it fixed, but it was all about trying to get the seat right. He had radio issues. When I asked him what he could expect out there, he told me, frankly, he doesn't know. He just says, when I get out there, I hope I have something I can work with.
I think he has 1 Cup start on the Roval at Charlotte last fall.
In practice in pit road, I watched that car roll down there as Josh Sims was talking about him. Connor Daly needs to make sure that he capitalizes, and we've got a massive problem on the back of that car.
I can't accelerate. The thing is rocking like crazy.
Yeah, something's wrong with it.
Jamie?
Yeah, you heard the radio right there. He said something was wrong as soon as he rolled out on the track. He said it feels like something is bent in the rear end. And remember, Mike, they had issues yesterday, all kinds of weird things happening. So we'll see if he even is able to get up to speed here.
Just a little bit there a few moments ago. Not a word on the radio from Chase Elliott yet.
And that was very
Kyle Busch in the wall.
One too many times. Very aggressive. Suarez was pushing on the back bumper of Kyle Busch.
Here you can see the nose popping out and then back in, and when it does, it just hooks the 8 car.
Yeah, when he got him sideways once, he got down, corrects, moves up, hooks it in the right rear, and turns.
And here comes Keselowski, right-headed straight for Kyle Busch and misses him by inches. Not everybody was so lucky.
And that's not because Daniel's trying to move the 8 car. That's literally, this is a game on the restrictor plate track of inches.
Straight, slow outside 10.
2 Fords on the outside, Ford Chevy on the bottom, and Gilliland got loose after a bump from Larson.
Keep coming. Your help's coming.
Kyle Larson better go give him a hug and a kiss on the cheek after this. That saved his front row stop.
And 4 to the line. Almirola making bacon.
How about that?
Man,
how about that save from Todd Gilliland? That saved him and a whole lot of other cars. Wow.
Incredible save for Gilliland, who ends up 7th, while Almirola gets his 2nd career dual win.
How about Connor Daly? Literally said last night it's a 1 in a million chance. And I agree with him. Unbelievable. How about you, boys?
The Floyd Mayweather Money Team has done it. They're in the Daytona 500. All right, to be 11 to go in stage 1. 6 of the top 8 right now are dirt track diggers.
Speaking of running wide open, what speed do you think they got here at?
This is the news. Oh, hey, nice to have you guys. I can't say I've seen this before, but the pit crews actually arrived during the race.
We've got 11 laps to go in this stage, and those guys will be able to change clothes and get to pit road in time for this first pit stop at the end of the stage.
So they had plane troubles earlier today back in North Carolina. Finally, they were able to get on another flight, but they were delayed again. So imagine all the hours flying cross country to get to Las Vegas. And now we're in the middle of a race.
Well, they made it, so hopefully everybody can have their cruise and a normal pit stop here in 10 laps or so.
And those weren't...
We had some action on pit road.
A lot of action on pit road.
Including Kyle Busch.
Well, you want to see what a pit stop looks like when you don't have your regular guys, and I think they did this just to get it out of the way so that they knew they were going to lose track position because more than half the field stayed out. But you can see these guys don't do this regularly, and it was a bit of a struggle.
Some of obviously Sheldon Creed's RCR guys with the wheeling uniforms.
That just shows you how good the people that are trained to do this are. These guys are professionals. They're getting the job done. They're going to make sure they don't make any mistakes, everything tight. And there's Kyle back on the track, and be interesting to see this, hear this.
I got a loose one. Just get a torque wrench and just do it right. Just get everything set right.
Stage points here at the end of the stage, and then have your regular crew to come do your pit work.
Now we had to get around the wrecker that's still there, trying to hook up the 32 of Brett Holmes. It's kind of one issue after another. Josh.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an issue. As you can see down here, the wrecker is in the issue. Now, Kyle Busch, as you heard, came over the radio saying he had a loose wheel, so they knew they had to come back in and fix it. The problem is the wrecker getting the truck behind him in his pit box. Not a smooth pit stop there, but with good reason.
What about this battle for the lead? I mean, they're 3 wide.
Is Christian going through the middle?
Christian Eckes up the middle in the 19, 3 wide.
Oh, me.
Down the backstretch they go.
Well, these truckers do some side drafting, don't they?
And look at Matt DiBenedetto. He's right in this mix as well. I don't like this right now. There you go.
Around. Christian Eckes sideways into the wall.
And saves it.
What a save.
You know, Kyle's won a lot of races. Kyle Busch has won a lot of races driving for Joe Gibbs Racing. Eventful ride, final lap.
You know, these guys are racing hard. Really, since the last restart. Crossing each other up. You see Kyle go back down to the bottom. I think this is where it's going to get interesting.
Look at that. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Oh, my goodness. Chandler Smith in the 16.